And welcome YouTube to the Rat Hole Mine. This is a really interesting uranium site found in the mountains of eastern Washington here. I've been brought here with a fellow YouTuber, some of you may know, who tipped me onto this site and wanted to show off just how awesome it is. So hello Jared,
hello.
I'm currently rock hounding.
Welcome to beautiful northeast Washington, where it's 60, cloudy, and rainy.
Yeah, the perfect weather for a mine hike.
Perfect weather, the best weather.
Oh yeah.
It's like being on the, it reminds me of like the Oregon coast.
Very much so. It's just foggy, rainy, and almost couldn't be cooler for a September morning.
Like a Ewok forest.
Yeah, it is. So, we're going to be entering into this site here. I just wanted to first show off this really cool old mine cart down in that little, probably former adit there. On the way out, I'm going to grab some video of a very large ore bin with some really cool rails. That is probably just below that one even. And this site should prove to be interesting. All of the rock here is most certainly waste rock. But what's really interesting is they must have been pretty thorough with collecting the uranium ore, which is Autunite here specifically, because Jared investigated it with a black light, a UV light, and found that there was no uranium ore left here really.
And I'm going to lend you my UV light, and you'll be able to see yourself, and it's going to be like a light show.
Oh yeah. Looking forward to lots of bright green.
Yeah. You like my outfit?
Yeah, it looks good, man. You're prepared. Very prepared.
Can't say neoprene waders are very attractive, but
wow.
You know, the brown sets off my eyes, so...
You pull them off well. So we're going to just finish getting ready and then head into the mine here and see just how much is left. This site should be proving to be really interesting. It certainly is so far.
I have the Geiger counter set up to record like a max CPM, so we'll be able to see our max exposure. Maybe you can hear it clicking away.
Just look at that green. Thankfully not much decay here right now.
And all throughout here, you can see like little bits flashing. I guess mostly right. That's a huge exposure right there.
Yeah.
We're going down off to the left.
That's a beautiful green there.
Yeah.
So, that's what we got to look forward to in here. I'm excited. Well, there is no air movement here, so we will have to be careful of that. Try not to touch much because of the uranium. Ooh, this water's cold even through the waders. Yeah, this mine was... Ooh, there's a very nice vein right here.
You can see some drill holes right there, so that's cool.
See a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of electrical cord that the pack rats tried to turn into nesting material. I mean, a lot of electrical cord. That's even got a standard size plug on it and everything. So this is all newer, for sure.
Oh wow. Look
Yeah.
up there.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Turn my light off. Yeah, you can just immediately see the green.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just veins all over.
Yeah, it's gotta be. This is... Oh. Here we go, camera. There we go. Alright, so be careful. It's pretty rocky in here, very crumbly material. And it gets deep. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure on the legs. Look at that, though. Ooh, it's really hard to make steps. The electrical cord follows us all the way in here. Oh, sorry, did I turn that off too soon?
No, that's good.
Okay. There's the electrical cord. Gotta say, this doesn't really feel like a uranium mine so far.
It's like there's a little wedge inside here.
Yeah. I just realized I forgot to turn my headlamp on. But, yeah, this is a pretty obvious hanging wall, they call it. Going all the way down here. This is the fault line.
Okay.
So this would have been where the vein is. The vein's probably most of that little section there. So probably maybe 10 inches thick. Probably about 12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the vein right there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn off my light. Holy cow, that's all uranium. Wow.
What else do we have in here?
It's a little bit frightening, I have to admit.
Yeah. Well,
There's
I'll
some on the
turn that
ceiling.
off, too.
Yeah, some on the ceiling there. But not as much as that other side. Can you shine on the other side again? Look at that.
Crazy.
That's actually a little scary.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Oh,
perfect,
that's a-
this perfect scene right
gosh.
there. That's very cool.
That is, my camera can't barely even pick that up. That's beautiful,
We're gonna get
actually.
you a UV light.
I know.
Christmas is coming. You better. You gotta ask somebody for a UV light.
I tried ordering so much stuff online in like the last 2 weeks and nothing has arrived until like tomorrow. I'm loving this already, man. Like, I know uranium is supposed to be terrifying, but those low click counts are very confidence inspiring. So,
I think I have my Geiger counter set up to alarm at 850 CPM.
that's a very reasonable number, yeah.
And I mean, counts per minute, that's like the way to do this. Like,
Yeah.
looks like we're getting a little more shallow here, which is nice.
Yeah, this is the way a mine should be set up so it drains right out the portal. But the electrical cord, it follows us right in and there's a little plug right here. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's modern.
So, yeah. So I think the ore bin was original, maybe 40s, 50s-ish, and then this looks like 70s to 80s to me. So they might have come in and explored past then. Yeah, that's definitely the vein right up there. It gets thick, like properly thick at points.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not super green up there though. So it really only must be like contact zones where it's nice and green. That's actually pretty interesting. That is like some of the deepest green you'll ever see though. Wow.
Well, there's little pieces in the water. Yeah, just like little specks.
Yeah, tiny little bits of green, just kind of all over the place. On that wall there too, yeah.
So, a lot of the stuff that I collected with Sarah
Yeah.
here at the portal ended up being very dusty, very crumbly stuff. Like, not recommended for somebody that isn't a, I don't know, more serious uranium collector.
Yeah.
I mean, usually even people that collect uranium, they want solid specimens. They don't want
Oh yeah.
rusty mess.
No. No, the stuff here, yeah, it's not high quality specimens, but the fact that there's so much that's the interesting bit. Yeah, the plastic covering on this is still good. So, I'd say 80s, they probably came in and explored this. There's a little bit of visible green, or at least I thought I saw some up there. I'm very hesitant to touch the walls, I have to admit. It's a little bit frightening.
Yeah, you know,
It's probably an overblown fear, but
it's definitely a thing where it's length of exposure.
length of exposure, and
Problem is the people that consume it.
yeah,
Like, if this was your well water,
yeah. Oh, you'd be having problems, yeah.
that'd be a problem.
I'd say that's more of a collapse than an exposure.
Looks like somebody's climbed up there.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think that's for me, but
No, I'm not going to try that either. Not when there's still. Oh, it's so foggy in here. We can't even see through the tunnel.
yeah, my camera keeps
Trying to
trying to
focus.
focus on it and going out of focus, but
Yeah. Like, this is all new. That's plastic tubing and stuff. But, yeah. It's so foggy in here. The air still feels good, though. I'm not noticing any effects from bad air. Ooh, there's a very obvious vein coming through here. That might be worth checking out here. You can see the contact zone right there on the fault line. Follow it on through. Turn my off. Oh, it's like starry. So it's just kind of spread throughout all that. Ooh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna need to take a few pictures of this stuff. I need a UV light, man. Camera can't even pick it up. Point.
you want me to turn my headlamp off?
No, it's just so dark. The UV light doesn't provide much light.
Yeah.
So,
It's really tricky. Like, I know people have like special lenses and stuff for taking pictures of these types of things.
yeah.
We haven't gone that far.
No, it feels like we have. It's been 10 minutes according to my camera. But it might end.
Oh, is that the end?
It might be. Kind of see it through the fog there. Might be the end, we'll see. Definitely no water here. And even the plug-in for the electricals stops here. So, very interesting formations of the different minerals in the water, though. But yeah, it's clicking a bit more.
Yeah, here, just for funsies, I'll check that.
Yeah, it's a good idea, actually. Ooh, that's a nice vein of, I think, granite right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're at. We've only experienced 159 max CPM so far.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's like barely above background, really.
The background at my house is between 25 and 40. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of, it's like on the upper end of totally fine, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we live in Northeast Washington, which has a ton of uranium, and that's why we have so much radon gas, and so many basements have radon mitigation systems.
Oh, yeah.
So that seems normal. I know other parts of the country it'd be like 10, but you're kind of like already, it's not like a meaningful number.
Yeah. So, there you go. So your flashlight didn't want to turn on there. There's some really interesting formations on the walls here. They literally drove a nail into the rock there. Sorry if I'm right in your way here. There is flowing water this way, so I think the tunnel might continue on past a turn. Because that's a good amount of water to just be coming out of nothing. Well, no, maybe not. Let's see. Right here. Nope, just a little cavity like they tried to explore it. They were prepared to blast this though. They've got the normal blasting pattern, all the holes.
Okay.
So, and it's shiny right here. All the water.
Well, I'm gonna check this with the UV light. Let's see.
Yeah. Turn my light off here. Oh, wow. That is. Turn my brightness up to max. That is, wow. That is literally just a wall of uranium ore.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very. Wow.
Don't drink this water in an emergency situation.
Holy cow, no. This is not just contaminated. This water would kill you over time. Oh my gosh.
So usually when you see pinks like that, it's actually just going to be like a mold or like different lichen will fluorescent light pink. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. It does look like mold or something up there, like a fungus. So.
Yeah, you can see why they were in here chasing this. It's just like, you know, the cameras don't do it justice.
No.
It's really hard to film UV stuff, but
yeah,
it's really just like everywhere you look.
It's just bright green.
It's bright green.
Yeah, in person, it's so much brighter than it's showing up on either of our
Also,
cameras.
look at your feet. Look at your foot. Look at that piece right there. It's so bright in my camera. I have to take the beam off of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just like blows it out.
Holy cow, man! This is actually incredible. I mean, I expected something, but
yeah, this is more than what I was expecting. I don't think I'm going to be collecting any specimens here. I'm not really seeing anything that would be like a beautiful specimen. It's just like, if you turn the headlamp on, right? It's like, you're just like little tiny specks in here, just like a million little specks.
Yeah.
As opposed to like large thumbnail size, like bladed crystal, which that's what you want. You want like a bladed crystal. And other mines in the area have that, so this one just might be dangerous and not a whole lot else from the collecting standpoint.
yeah, and even if it does look like a good sample, it's basically just chunks of granite otherwise,
Yeah.
which we have literally everywhere around here. Not to diminish how cool it is in the UV or anything, but I mean, that's the sample that was glowing green. You can kind of see a greenish tint to it, but it's just granite with a slight green.
And you can see we're not that far. I mean, what are we like?
Maybe 1,000 feet.
Yeah, maybe. I wish I had my more powerful light when I first came out here. I would have been able to see the back of this, but it's still cool to be able to come out and see this.
Oh yeah.
I do think that collapse down there, we should at least poke our heads in it.
Yeah, I agree. Now that we know there's nothing else here. Well, nothing else means no tunnel. Because there's absolutely no way you can consider this nothing. This is
Very cool.
yes. Man, I need a UV light now.
I think this might be the only, we're not out yet, but this might be the only mine where I haven't smacked my head yet.
Oh, there's certainly lots of opportunities for that.
We still got time.
Yeah, lots and lots of time here. Well, yeah.
The nice thing with the UV light too is you can check yourself. We can check ourselves on the way out and be like, oh, there's nothing riding on us.
Yeah. There is water we can wash with outside, but that's also probably a little bit radioactive.
Yeah.
So we'll have to be careful with it, certainly. But I hope you don't mind if I borrow that to take a few pictures, the
No.
UV light, because this is... I don't know if I'm going
You
to
want
visit
to
too
hold
many
the
other.
UV light, and then you can line it up with how you want.
Yes, thank you, sir.
to-
Ooh, this is actually pretty warm. This light's actually pretty warm. I think beyond the light itself, it gets hot. All right, I'm going to stop the video here. Well, we're now outside the attic. There's good inventory inside. There's nothing really in that raise up top, but there's a good amount of green just everywhere inside the mine, which is really cool. And just below the attic, I mean literally just below, there's what looks like a trench where they were going to put another attic, or what might have been another attic in the past. And there's this right here. Just a really cool, relatively new ore cart. That's not riveted, so it's post 1920s, which adds up to the dates of this mine. This would have been mined, I'd say, 40s to 50s. And just past the mine cart and everything here, oh my gosh, it's so wet. There's huge chunks of metal just everywhere up here. Really cool looking stuff, but tons of metal. And as we walk on down this way, ooh, really cool bucket that I want to take a couple pictures of here. And the ore bin is just through there. It's so humid out, my lens is fogging up now. But just everything looks really cool up here. Just artifacts that aren't super old, but have obviously seen better days. And I don't know if that's like a boiler or what. I'm actually not sure what that is. But this building here, definitely 50s, I'd say. This might have been a engine house or something at one point. Shell oil. So this is like motor oil here. So yeah, they ran probably gasoline or diesel engines here. That's really quite interesting, actually. So I'm going to check out these, take a few pictures of them, and then we're going to head over to the ore bin, or underneath it, because it looks incredible. It is a huge ore bin for a site like this. So, for what they pulled out, they must have gotten a good sum for it. Because it took some money to build all this stuff. And get a road up here and everything. So, I'll see you down there in just a moment. And last but not least is the ore bin here. It's huge. Like, this is bigger than I've seen at even larger mines than this. So either they were preparing to spend a lot of money and make a lot of money, or this site produced a lot of money for very little work, because the attic wasn't very big. So this is an incredible site. I'm just going to get around to the side here.
On the side of
Follow
the
around.
bin, some of the wood beams,
Oh yeah.
you can see circular saw marks from like being rough sawn lumber,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely a, lumber milled timber and everything like that. This is very late, for sure, especially for this area. Most of the mines around here are 1890s to 1920s, and this is 50s, probably to 70s, considering the electrical wire inside. So, it's a beautiful site, but there's nothing else really under this to see. So, thanks for joining us for the Rat Hole Mine. Hopefully we'll have another one here pretty soon. See ya.